Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? EJ from Taurota Tarot. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope you have a good start to the week tomorrow. This was going to be Taurus or Pisces, but guess what? It's not. This is Taurus for the month of March. I don't know. My intention was to do Taurus and Pisces, and I'm still going to do Taurus and Pisces. But it wasn't rattling around in my head right, but tons of messages for Taurus. Like that one. Popping up all over the damn place. So I said, well, maybe I should just do this for Taurus then. See what we got going on here. Maybe for some of y'all there will be, or there has been, some emotional loss or some deceit. And it feels like a lot of y'all are coming out of that, and we're headed to this. But there's that emotional loss. This is, if we want to get jiggy with it, this is the beginning of your new year, Taurus. So we've gone through all the prep work after next Sunday, which will be the 9th Monday, or next Monday and Tuesday, the 9th and 10th. Mercury will station direct depending on where you are on this little globe of ours. At any rate, this is where you will definitely see pretty much the last dregs of 2019 coming to a close. You'll just see situations naturally are going to clear themselves, so it's not going to be no whole long wait time on anything. Once Mercury stations direct next week, on and popping. And for a lot of you, it's on and popping now. I know for the weekly update, and you can go back and see what messages are resonating. Just did that a few hours ago. I know I said there are some of you that are starting new relationships or recently started a new relationship, and if you are paying attention like that, you know this is a Mercury retrograde. Everybody says it's not a good time to sign contracts, it's not a good time to do this, it's not a good time to get into a relationship. However, if a relationship has some karmic shit in it, and I'm talking twin flame, soulmate type shit, it's just like the universe. Don't give a fuck about a clock, the planets going backwards or forwards, and none of the rest of that. Karmic situations that your soul has determined to happen in this lifetime will happen when they're supposed to happen. And if the sun ain't shining, oh well, too bad, it's still happening. So that's how that goes. So if you are kind of questioning yourself, and y'all are trapped in fear and recovering from heartache and loss, if you are questioning what's going on with this new relationship shit in the middle of a Mercury retrograde, just know that if it's happening, even if it's happening slow, it's happening because it's got some karmic shit to it. We do 4 rows of 3, no? Yeah, we do. So the shit that looks like it's difficult here, this is what I said. Ending things, the last little shred of things that need to come to a close in March will, and 18, 9, 9. Yeah. Shit. The 18, 1 and 8 is 9. This is old shit. A lot of this is just old shit. Where your centerpiece, just using the 2 cards since they're in the middle, foundation and achievements and a material harvest. And so if we just look from the trapped in fear all the way down to the suffering in silence. You're guarded. What I'm expecting to see come out of this little deck is the 4 coins, most certainly. This is a reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, so y'all can hear what the hell's going on. I'm sorry. Overall energy, trapped in fear is pulling the Ace of Wands. Heartache and loss is pulling the 9 of Coins. It's that 9 again, talking about closing shit from 2019. The balance card is pulling the King of Coins. So y'all are rolling. Whoever this new person is, y'all are definitely rolling. Partnerships and alliances is bringing the 10 of Coins. Temptation is bringing the 10 of Cups. Y'all got it. Wisdom is pulling the Princess of Swords. Material harvest is pulling the Moon. Moving on. Yeah, see, that's that old shit. Somebody trying to hop in your cup. They got out your cup. Now all of a sudden they want to get back in your cup. Because they know Big Daddy is here. I'm just saying. Anyway, Shadow. Pulling the 8 of Cups, foundation and achievements. Is pulling just that. The 6 of Wands, higher goals, reaching higher achievements. Obstacles and challenges. Pulling the 9 of Swords. Positive movement forward is pulling the Death card. Suffering in silence is pulling the Queen of Wands. Passion ignited is pulling the 4 of Swords. So, only thing on this board was on the board a few hours ago is this. It's the only card that's replicated itself. So, the weekly is definitely a microcosm of this. Again, see where things are meshing together. Overall energy, trapped in fear with the Ace of Wands on top. This is the front end of your overall energy. A lot of you are trapped in fear. A lot of you are feeling like, oh my goodness, that's somebody that actually is paying attention to me, talking to me. Let me just say this is not going to resonate with everybody. It's not. I think I'm actually talking to the karma people. But eat fish, leave the bones, because I think there's something in here for everybody. Many of us are feeling trapped in fear because the fuck. Let's just kick with Uranus, you know, and then throw Mercury retrograde in there, not in something like Cancer or in Taurus or even fuck Aquarius. It's in Pisces, the most fucking emotional sign on the planet. So Mercury retrograde, this one, I kept saying this one wasn't going to be as bad as the one in Scorpio. And in a lot of ways it isn't, but in a lot of other ways it's like, damn, can I get some Kleenex? So when you have been bandied around, had your ass kicked from one end of the football field to the other, anything new coming, and I don't see the 4 coins. But I do see the Princess of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I don't see it. It's nowhere close. Anyway, that would be the only card I need to see on the board to confirm really what it's already saying in another kind of way. You're guarded. And it's this popped up in the reverse, and actually the energy is saying it's not that shock and awe and, you know, being in wonder of something. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to even like what I see because everything that I've liked up until this point has fucking fucked me over for one reason or another. And please don't say there's any kind of karmic shit in it. Fuck you. This is how you're feeling, trapped in fear. Like, the fuck? Seriously? And so I'm going to say this to you for the month of March. It may not be a bad thing to have a kind of 4 coins type of situation going on so you yourself can feel protected. However, I would be, if this is about a new person, for some of you, this is not just a person, this is a new department, a new job, new people, and you may have been bounced around, again, had your ass tossed from one end of the football field to the other in your other position, and so now you may be walking into this situation like, what the fuck, y'all got me fucked up, I'm not gonna be whatever like I was the last time. as you work through this energy, and I'm going to say once you get past Mercury retrograde on the 9th and 10th and it stations direct, you should be losing some of this. You should be losing some of this. This should, the intensity of this should become less every day. By the time we get to the end of March, you should just be ready. It's the same thing over here for the back end of what's really holding you down and what's in your head and what you're thinking about. Fucking heartache and loss. Right back to this. Trapped in fear. And how you have tried so diligently to create a higher standard. But, you know, you're just thinking about all this shit in your head. You know, I've done all of this. I've tried my best at my job. And, you know, now y'all want me to create this higher standard. But I'm still kind of smarting from the last little bit of bullshit y'all pulled. Same in relationship. The last asshole just left me high and dry, and I was trying to create a higher standard, and I came up with a whole bunch of heartache and loss. In part, the trapped in fear, the heartache and loss, there's a couple other things on the board. The moving on, the obstacles and challenges. In part, some of this is because of Mercury retrograde. Just know that. And just because a card is in a certain position doesn't mean the energy is not in play all month. So just because the king is up here doesn't mean he's not going to be in play down here as well. Just know a lot of what you're feeling is, and a lot of what's happening to you is triggering you back to old situations. And it's difficult to separate, especially if you're not that far away from a situation. I have a sense that a lot of you hopped back on the horse after dealing with probably months of bullshit dealing with a person, and you just decided you were not going to let the bullshit that they put you through keep you from trying to achieve that higher standard one more time. And that is the salt of the earth, Taurus. That's what we do. You can beat our asses and we might be chores, but you're not going to keep us down for very long. We will crawl back up out of whatever metal we happen to be laying in, and we will start it over and charge that ass. It's just how we do. So it is not a bad thing to remember, but I know I said this last week, and I know I probably said it earlier in the reading. Don't let current situations trigger you into old responses. I'm going to say that again. Don't let current situations, come on, look at what we're looking at right here. Don't let current situations trigger you into old responses, because the person you're responding to may not fully understand why they got the reaction they got out of you. And a lot of times when you've been so used to someone saying they're going to call at 6 o'clock and they never call, if it happens this time, immediately, the fuck? You said you was going to call me at 6 o'clock. Be mindful, people, we are still in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. Shit happens. Connections may not, just because a connection is not happening, click, 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 click. Remember, Mercury retrograde. So just because it's not happening doesn't mean it's not going to sync up here soon. It's just how things, it's timing. That's what I say, it's timing. Looking at this first week of March, the King of Coins and Balance, those of you that have embarked on this new karmic type shit, here it is right here. And this is all about stability, not necessarily financially, even though it's coming up with the Pentacle. The bigger energy off of this is but firmly planted in the ground, period, in the discussion. Thank you very much. For some of you, this may be another earth sign, maybe even another Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or it may be any sign but with a lot of earth in their chart. That said, this is the real deal Holyfield. And what is going to happen naturally is that this person is going to bring balance to your life that you've not had either in a while or before, and also going to encourage you in a way other people and other situations haven't been able to. It's going to encourage you to remain in balance, get in balance, stay in balance. Whoever this is, for the group that I'm talking to, this person is serious about your ass. Please do not think that they're not. They are dead stone ass serious. Connections may be short-circuited here in the next 9 or 10 days because, again, we're still going through Mercury retrograde. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled, and don't do no dumb shit like walk away from the greatest thing you've had yet. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. This week also has got to focus on partnerships and alliances, and your 10 of coin. There's a lot of stability in this shit right here, emotionally and financially. Go figure this shit. But don't let old folks, old partnerships and alliances, and if you look closely, I'm looking at this hand, even though this is the feminine hand, however this is resonating with you, don't let some old ass ex snatch your ass back down the rabbit hole. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially if you have all this, even if you're not 100% sure and it just feels like it's just potential. To get with the new, leave the old behind. Leave the old behind, Taurus. I'm going to say this probably 12 more times before I get done with this reading. Leave the old. Don't let anybody pull you back down the fucking rabbit hole on some bullshit. This can be business as well. This can be an old business partner trying to come back. They ain't got no damn money to hurry. You done came up on some new shit. And they, don't do it. Don't do it. Remember this when you're dealing with this down here. And the reason that the 10 of coins is sitting on top of the partnerships and alliances is because whoever this is from before doesn't want to see you doing it good with somebody else now. I'm just saying. However this is resonating with you, even if you think the ex, you didn't get closure and some new shit and you got this new person floating around, let it go. That's the biggest thing I can say is let it go. Again, dealing with the same kind of energy, don't let anybody tempt you out of your happy family. Just don't do it. And there may be a word in here for those of you that are newly married and exes be trying to come back with some bullshit. Don't do it. Don't do it. And if I have to sit here and say don't do it, that means exes are coming back with their A game. Just know that. They're going to be talking cash money shit about how their life has changed. They done found Jesus, Gupta, and some more folks, and they are just ready. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially any relationship that you had any kind of issues with earlier in the year, this year, like January, and particularly last year. Anybody coming back and you know they were responsible for some part of your stress, don't do it. Getting into the second week of March, wisdom with the Princess of Swords, knowing when to pick that fight, and this is not necessarily with your partner. It could be, but something may not, your knowledge base, your wisdom, may tell you something is wrong with something in the house, something with the car, and this may be something you've said once or twice before, and it may just, again, this may be a trigger, whatever's going on, and have you here. Don't go here. Don't go here. If you want to play the little scenario out of your head, feel free, but don't come out with anything like you are distrusting of what's going on. You should have enough wisdom at this point from exes and past relationships to be dealing with whatever your current situation is effectively. That's the only way I know how to say that. If you, again, the impulse may be with the trigger, whatever the trigger is, somebody doesn't call you back, you got stood up, whatever. Your knee-jerk reaction is going to be to respond the way you've always responded. Maybe looking at it from a bigger point. The issue here is not to respond the way you've always responded. Number one, this is a different person. Number two, why haven't you at least gotten a little over whatever? The first time somebody does something, you should be able to. They should have enough, what do I call it, relationship currency with you that they should be given a pass at least first, second time. But if you allow old situations to trigger you into your current shit, that's the best way I know how to put that. They had you sitting out here in the dark, under the moon, trying to figure out what the fuck and why the fuck. And so then this becomes the first part of your challenge and your centerpiece, sitting on top of the material harvest. Again, you got this, but don't let old shit, old secrets, not necessarily new, but old secrets come out. And this is major. And this is only one of two major cards on the board, so take heed. Don't let old secrets and old shit fuck up what you got going on now. And that this says material harvest, yes it is, but it's also got a lot to do with your emotional harvest as well. So whatever this new relationship is, for those of you that are in on that, don't let old shit from the past keep you from enjoying yourself and being happy right now. Same thing, what I said earlier, trying to get in the cup, and what's dude doing? Walking away. MoveOn.org. I think this one did show up, this card showed up in the last week. It's time. It's just time. And like I said, these folks are coming with their A game. For a very small cross section of y'all, this might be an old job. It's the same energy. You're tired. You're done. It's time for something new. I think all of us are feeling like it's time for something new. Hit the dough. Hit the dough, boo-boo. Thanks, it was good. Fucked up the first time. I'm good. I'm straight. And even for those of you that may not be in relationships in this X, it's the same energy. And honestly, fucking around, you'll get stuck and mired in the past, dealing with this old shit, and you'll realize 6 months from now you were no further along than you were last November. So don't do it. Just don't do it. When you get to the third week, the Shadow and the Eight of Cups, and again the Moon card up here, dealing with your own personal fears, and that again with the overall energy, the trapped in fear, effectively dealing with your fears of moving on, moving into a new relationship, moving into a new job will allow you to get up off these rocky, fucked up ass cups and get onto some solid ground. It's just like the other card with the boat, moving out of the choppy into the calmer. Same situation right here, except it's not the intellect, it's the emotional. Dealing with the emotional issues you may have. Triggers, that's emotional shit. Dealing with that shit effectively so you can get off this shit and get on to this shit right here. Be mindful of that. I'd probably be mindful of that just all month, of whatever your fears are, and just say fuck your fears and go ahead and do what you need to do. It's all to your good to walk away from shit that's not serving you. That's the best way I know how to put that. And being fearful of an outcome or fearful of someone else's response is a good way to stay stuck in some shit. And that's exactly what you're trying not to do. The other challenge, obstacle, centerpiece, is a happy family floating around there in the background. And you can have this. You can have this. Again, though, it's about that it's sitting underneath this. There's no mistake. It's about making sure you're not letting the past, whether it's secrets or not, just that dark shit that, you know, about you, that makes you act a certain way or say certain things or do certain things. Don't let that keep all this good shit from happening. Obstacles and challenges that you may be facing shouldn't be, they will, I'm sure, it's gonna keep you up at night. You know my motto about this shit. Damn all this, go to bed, carry your ass to bed. You get in the bedroom, it's time to sleep. Not sit up and worry and have these deep conversations about how come the interest rate on your credit card. Damn that, go to bed. Go to bed. Do not let the challenges that you're facing keep you. is pretty much in a nutshell, the whole reading. Don't let anything keep you from being the you you're trying to be. Simple. It just is. Don't let anything keep you up at night. It's about change. There's that 5 up there. So you already know it's about the transformation. I'm surprised old girl didn't show her face. She showed up in the weekly reading. I guess you got mad at me for talking about her, but the transformation. You're going through a transformation. There are going to be challenges. You're learning shit. You're not doing the same old shit. If you were just doing the same old shit you've been doing, of course, it would be very easy because you've been doing it for so long. But that's the whole fucking point. You've been doing it. It's time for something new. That's what Uranus is in our chart for right now. Kick our ass about this old shit so we can start facing some of these obstacles and challenges. You don't know your mettle, M-E-T-T-L-E. You don't know your mettle until you test it. You don't know what kind of grit you got till you get gritted on. I'm just saying. So, enough with the whiny shit, because I feel like a lot of y'all want to go through it. I feel you. I don't want to go through it either, but you know what? I know I'm a bad bitch because I keep getting up. I keep overcoming these little bullshit ass, no pun intended, obstacles and challenges. And you are just as bad a bitch as I am. Come on now. Don't let it keep you up at night. You got to keep your skin tight, and sleep helps that. That's my tip for today. Anyway, last week of the month with the death card, and I guess in another kind of way, old girl has shown up, the death card again. This will bring our transformation into view probably later in the month, not necessarily the last week, but it's all about positive movement forward. And I know I said this for the weekly because this card showed up in the weekly as well. It's about balance. It's about balance. And even as you go through a transformation, there's a level of balance that's required. You're going to get there, Taurus. In matter of fact, the universe really doesn't care whether or not you're trying to get there or want to get there. All the good things you've been working hard for and crying over and sweating over, the manifestation is here. So you're going to get this shit, but it does not come without a price. And that is, as with everything, everything comes with something. So there's hard work required. There's no sense in being up all night worried about the bullshit. There are going to be some things you're going to just need to put in the closet and leave it in your past so you can reap this material harvest. It's all over the damn place. Old former people, even friends, they're going to try and pull you back in and, oh, we're so sorry, and some more bullshit. Don't let them keep you from your shit. Simple. It's not needed. You need to move forward. And a lot of times people know you're moving forward and they don't want you to move forward. They don't want you doing better than they are. And they'll never say that to you. But if you look at what they're doing to you, that might as well say it. I'm sorry and I'm going to come back. You were mean to me for 2 years. You couldn't acknowledge me as your date, your girl, your guy, whatever. And now you want to come back. And Taurus, don't feel bad if you're entertaining the thought, because again, it's about the behavior. So if you're entertaining the thought, when this ex, if they haven't already tried to show their face, whenever they show their face, don't feel bad about thinking about entertaining them coming back. That's a natural thing to do, especially if you got any kind of history or you feel like you need some additional closure. Now, I said don't feel bad about thinking about it. Acting on it is a different thing. Again, it's new shit on the board. I leave old shit where it is. Let it stay there. And so, to round out this transformation and this transition from one life to another. And a new life has got new people in it. They may not be what you're used to, but remember, the folks you know now that you've known forever, when you first met them, you weren't used to them. Get over it. You got positive movement forward. Period. End of discussion. Some of you may be dealing with a feminine, not necessarily female, but a feminine, and they may have some issues toward the end of the month. If I were reading her like this, they may be having some issues. And this is someone that's close to you. It could be mom, sister, cousin, aunt, whomever, that's feeling like their confidence has been shaken. And this may be some stuff from last year. This may even be an ex's ex reaching out to you. Don't do it. Don't fall for the woo-woo. They'll have you sitting suffering in silence, because whatever the nature of this is, there's some secrecy to it. And if you get involved in it, you're not going to be able to say a whole lot because you're going to know too much. I'm just putting it where it is. And you do not want to be suffering in silence, Taurus. I don't know who this good word is for, but if I were to open it up just a bit, I would say anybody, any feminine energy trying to get you caught up in some secret behind the door type shit. And this is probably definitely reversal energy I'm picking up on. Don't do it, because it's going to leave you suffering in silence, because you're not going to be able to say what you know without jeopardizing your own shit. So probably a good thing for this month when it comes to secrets that are not yours, but somebody's trying to bring a bone to you, is to refuse that bone. Somebody wants to get you in on the hijacking of the cafeteria. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't offer any advice. Don't offer anything. Walk away. Tell them no thank you. You ain't in for that, whatever, and let it go while this is here. And this is, that is sitting so close to the moon. It's definitely some bullshit. And this may be someone that may have been trying to fuck with you last year. I'm just saying, on the job. It could be an ex's ex, and they may have gotten your phone number, your Facebook page, some other bullshit, and now they realize you've moved on to bigger, grander, better things, and now they want to stay relevant with some bullshit. Leave it alone. Don't get in it. Don't do it. Just leave it alone. Whoever that's for, just be mindful of that. At the end of the month, you will have all engines go. But take a break. Find it somewhere to take a break. Step back. Regain your composure. Because this ain't no easy ride right here. This is not easy, especially if you're dealing with the moon. And there's that 18. Where's the other 18 over here? Shadow. And that 1 and that 8 equal 9. Last year was 9 years, so I'm just saying, endings. Going back, and that, again, we're spending the first 10, 11 days, 9 days, however many days of March in Mercury retrograde, and then you're going to spend the 2 weeks after that in the shadow period. You may as well just say March is just write it off for Mercury retrograde, one way or the other. And this is to be expected for those of you in these newer relationships. Be kind of open with your partner. Tell them, I'm sorry if you do fuck up and trigger and do the response that you don't need to do, and just be honest. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to snap at you. Somebody from a few years ago, a few months ago, a few weeks ago, however that's resonating, used to do blah, 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 and that's my knee-jerk reaction. I didn't mean to take it out on you. Please forgive me. I'm working on this. Can't nobody fuck with you when you tell them you're working on something. I'm sorry. That means you're actively acknowledging there's something going on. And if you care about this person, there's some karmic shit here. There's some karmic, whatever you people with these new relationship shits. This is karmic. There's some karmic shit here. That the 10 of Cups pops up so soon next to the 10 of Coin. Whew. Got chills on that one. I'm just saying. This is new. This is new shit. It's the fulfillment of what you've been trying to manifest. Hence the 10. But it's new shit. When you finally get the house, it's new. New to you. So this person, whoever this person is, it could be an air sign. Again, it could be another earth sign, another Taurus, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, however that's going. But whoever this is good for you, Taurus, because it's going to make you communicate in a different kind of way. It's going to bring, and that like I said, the king and the balance. It's ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. It just don't get no better than that, because the stability and then everything around that is there. Fuck the food, the sex, the TV, the remote, the car. I'm just saying, everything is there. And it's not going, and whoever this person, they're not going anywhere. They are genuinely interested in you. Period. It's not a bad reading. It's not going to be an easy month. It's going to be one that's going to test your mettle. Hang in there, Taurus. Hang in there. Hang in there. You got this. This is just, shit completing itself. Don't walk backwards. Don't get on a bike pedaling backwards. That don't make good sense. Old folks coming back. Remember, you left them and they left you for a reason. And you healed through some shit for a reason. Doesn't mean you're still not going to trigger off of those same actions someone else will do. But be mindful. With new people, that's exactly what the fuck they are to you. They're new people. So you can't treat them the way you were treating Boo Boo 6 months ago when they were acting a fool, or a year ago, or 2 years ago, or whatever the case may be. Just remember, this is a brand new person. Give them room to be who they need to be with you. Don't get into trying to force or manipulate anything. Let shit happen the way it's gonna happen, and it's definitely happening. You don't get this shit is moving quickly. That the damn card is at the bottom of the board don't mean shit. It's accelerated motion. Just deal with that part. Positive movement forward, not negative. Positive. So anybody coming with some old bullshit, anybody coming with anything, back to the Queen of Wands down here, that is reflective of nighttime, secretive, gossipy, manipulative, nasty, malicious shit, walk to the light. And anybody coming to you with that bullshit, tell them to walk to the light. Some of you may have exes that may know you're trying to see someone else, and they may come out their mouth with the bullshit. Oh, we ain't got to tell nobody. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. And the temptation may be there for a lot of you. It may be there. The temptation card sitting right here. Temptation may be there. And you may be real tempted for a lot of reasons. You might want to do it for revenge. You might want to do it to feel like you got some closure on something. You might want to do it because you're not sure about Daddy Warbucks over here. I'm just saying, don't do it. Because even if Daddy Warbucks never finds out that you've done something, this will be one of them things that'll be stuck in your craw forever. And you will regret it. And that's not how you're trying to flow with this. I know it's not. So anybody coming with some dark, negative shit, tell them no. And meditate. That's a good way to keep negative energy off of you. Meditate. Put you a little more in tune with what's going on around you. Laugh. Lighten the fuck up. Shit. You're at a great point in your life. Laugh. If you got a roof over your head, a way to get to and from wherever you're doing your job and getting paid, and food in your... Man, find something to laugh about. I'm serious. This up at night shit. Call on your angels. That's what the hell they're there for. All everybody talks about, hey, angels and just angels and cherubs, right? Yeah, well, call on them. They're not just there to look cute and pretty. They're here to help you. I'm just saying. I'm gonna pull up everybody tonight because I think everybody needs to hear as much as they can hear in as many ways as they can hear it. So I don't think I'm gonna just pull on everything. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. I'm going with clear vision on this one. Clear your vision. Don't let old folks and old shit get you caught up. Clear your vision. Clear your vision. The web weaver. Synchronicity is a damn karmic relationship shit. Divine intelligence, cause and effect, all of it. All of it. This new shit is karmic. It's karmic. And I don't feel the twin flame, oh my God type shit. This is good. This is if I wanted to just put it in a frame, I would say this is a soul contract that you have with this person. And if you look at their sign and where the compatibility is with you, even if it's a sign you ordinarily wouldn't be compatible with, but the chemistry's off the chain, the communication is outstanding at this point, even if you've been hitting and missing, there's some synchronicity in here. And this is definitely divine. This is soul contract shit. I don't know how else to put that to you. That's the divine intelligence of all of it. One more card from this deck. Oh, I'm at 40 minutes. What the hell? The Hungry Ghost. Obsession. Vanity, circumstances. Is that what that says? And attachment. I'm going with obsession. Because the person you're dealing with is just on the brink of being obsessed with you, and not in a bad kind of way. Obsessed with your care, your welfare. If you're catching the bus every day, this person is worried about you. Will definitely come out their mouth and say, I want you to call me when you get to work. This, and for a lot of you, this is foreign energy. Like, the fuck did you want me to call you when I get to work? For what? Let me know you okay. Roll with this, Taurus. This is what many of you have been trying to manifest. You tell me every week in my email, this is the shit you've been trying to manifest. Here it is. Here it is. Again, you cannot, this is Uranus energy, changing and shaking up your shit and putting you where you need to be with the people you need to be doing it with, whatever it is. All of this is happening for a reason. There's no mistake on that one at all. I combined both of my Rebel decks just because I couldn't really get that one was any worse than the other. So just combined them all and said, fuck it, I don't care. They're usually right on whatever pops out. Family shit is getting on your nerves. Have each other's back. So for those of you that are dealing with family, you know, their mama, their daddy, your mama, your daddy, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, you make sure you have your partner's back. And this has got future ping-pings in it. So this may not be happening right now, especially if you're with a newer person. Somebody may make the comment, well, you just got out of a relationship with so-and-so. What you doing now? Okay, you make sure, and this might not be anything said in front of your new partner, but you know how folks are in your family. You make sure you have your partner's back in that conversation. And if there's any kind of question, kill it, quash it, whatever you need to do. And this is kind of hearkening to the point of people in your life that maybe need to be gone. If you got family members that are not supporting you in the direction that you're trying to go, and you're trying to do the right thing, bounce. I know that's hardcore, but do you really want people, do you really want to continue having people in your life that are just a drain on you? I know family, I know the whole thing with family, I know they make you feel bad, you know, they want to call and dump on you, but then, you know, when you do something, you the bad guy. I know all, I get it. I understand it fully, but If you're going to do that, you might as well let the ex come back. I'm just throwing that shit out there the way it is. You're going to do that, you may as well let the ex that just had you miserable and crying in your damn cups every day, you may as well let them come back and go ahead and stick with family members that are draining you, draining your energy, and not helping you move forward. Might as well just do the whole package and just be miserable all the way around. There's no sense in being partially miserable. Life is short, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all think I'm playing. I remember very clearly, like it was yesterday, graduating from high school. And that was a very long time ago. So don't think, you got forever and a day to be doing some shit. You don't. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. This showed up a couple weeks ago in a Taurus reading. So for those of you that are hanging on to this old shit, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And the risk that you may have to take that's in here, I didn't see the risk card, but I can kind of feel, for some of you, this feels like a risk. Again, you've been doing this shit for a while. You've been trying to apply for the job. Now they gave you the job, and you just like, I remember that I went home. Y'all told me I could have a job the first time. What the fuck are y'all doing now? If you're not there and you're trying to get there, you reevaluate what you're doing. Because the shit is getting on your nerves like this, and fucking quit. I'm just saying. Don't be afraid of the new. Don't be afraid of the new. One more, universe. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. And for a lot of you, this little new situationship business up here, it may have you in your head. Again, same thing. This has got some divine touches to it. That synchronicity and divine intelligence. But, it's so beautiful. It is beautiful. I don't know. I've seen beautiful before. I don't know. Let it go. Get the fuck out of your head and get with your heart. If your heart is pulling you in this direction and you don't even know why it's pulling, go with your heart. Go with your heart and get off the old shit. Get off the old shit. Alright, this is the last set. We'll have another set. Vice versa. No, that's too complicated for this. We'll do the granny cards and this will be it. Fix a meal. Fix a meal. Quit fucking around with McDonald's and Wendy's and some shit. And fix a meal for you and your honey. Do this. Open up some conversation between the two of you. Go directly to the source. Those of you, family is pouncing around. If you got folks running their mouth, once again, this energy down here, somebody trying to pull some bullshit, and on the other side of them maybe trying to pull you into some shit and have you sitting and suffering in silence, they may be pulling some other body into some shit about you. Don't fuck around with the people bringing the damn bone and, delivering and Postmates and Grubhub and some other shit. Go directly to the source. Go directly to the source. And I promise you, it will stun and surprise them because they may be thinking that was something you wouldn't do. So they're not going to be ready for you to be right up in their face asking them, what did you say to her about me? Blink, blink, blink. Just saying. Tone it down a bit if that's work. Not quite so attitudey and head rolling and eyes rolling, but go still directly to the source. Don't make no mistake about that. Be selective. Be selective. As you're making changes, especially with your love life, mindful of what you're saying to whom. And this is not so much, I have to elaborate on it because the imagery and the energy is coming up. I can very well see a lot of you telling your best friends, oh, I got somebody for that, so I'm excited. Be mindful of what you're speaking. because instantly you're getting ready to compare this new situation with an old situation. And this is one of them situations where you really don't want to do that. You need to remain in as positive a frame of mind as possible. I'm just trying to see what was under here is patience, my dear. And that too, have some patience, but be selective. Be selective. Be selective who you're letting in your inner sanctum. Messing around with your friends and telling them, you know, oh, I got this new thing, and he's just beautiful. He's wonderful to me. And guys, same thing. This girl, she's awesome, man. She called me. When you tell the same people new things, sometimes that person can drudge up the old energy without you saying anything much after just saying, I have a new boyfriend. And the point here is that this is new. This is new energy, even with new job. Be selective who you're letting in your inner circle. And matter of fact, I probably wouldn't be saying much of anything to anybody about anything at this point until you get on some sure footing for yourself and you are comfortable. And then even then, I don't know that I would be doing a whole lot of talking. Enjoy your time with your new person. Do not spend any amount of time on the phone jaw-jacking about the new person versus the old person. It's not going to benefit you one damn bit. And this is one of them situations where you need to keep your focus, your energy, your time, and attention on the good shit. And the new shit, not the old shit. I'm just saying. Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you guys have a good month. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.